Good morning, good people. Father Joseph Mary, Director of Vocations and Communications. And I want to wish a slightly premature Happy Father's Day to all of our dads out there. Father's Day is celebrated in nearly every country in the world in one form or another. In the United States, we celebrate Father's Day on the third Sunday of June. But in many European countries, Father's celebrated on March 19th, the Solemnity of St. Joseph. And as we're currently celebrating the year of St. Joseph, this is a very special Father's Day, a day to reflect deeply on the example of St. Joseph as a model for authentic fatherhood. Pope Francis reminds us that in every situation, Joseph declared his own fiat, his yes, like those of Mary at the Annunciation and Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. And all this makes it clear that St. Joseph was called by God to serve the person and the mission of Jesus directly through the exercise of his fatherhood. In this way, he cooperates in the fullness of time in the great mystery of salvation. St. Joseph's unconditional acceptance of Mary and his decision to protect her good name and her dignity, her life, serves as an example for men today. In a world where psychological, verbal, and physical violence towards women is so prevalent, Joseph appears as the figure of a respectful and protective man. Pope Francis also reminds us that fathers are not born, they're made. A man doesn't become a father simply by bringing a child into the world, but by taking up the responsibility to care for that child. Children need fathers who won't try to dominate them, but instead raise them to be capable of deciding for themselves, enjoying freedom, and exploring new possibilities. Today, perhaps more than at any time in history, the world needs the example of authentic masculinity and true fatherhood. The family needs fathers who are prayerful, humble, sacrificial, strong yet tender, patient and courageous. All of these virtues are embodied in the life of St. Joseph. So all of you fathers out there, both biological and spiritual, let's turn to the husband of Mary, imploring his intercession, but also modeling our own fatherhood on his example. Be assured of the friars' continued prayers for you and your intentions, and thanks for listening.